Alrighty, folks, what's going on? So we're gonna be here with something a little bit different this time. Normally, we talk video games, and we're still gonna talk video games. So this particular box, as you can tell by the title up above, is the Minisforum Neptune HX90g. For those that don't know what this system is, this is something, if you've listened to Linux Out Loud, I've talked about repeatedly wanting. I want an all AMD system, top to bottom, with a dedicated GPU, not Vega, not integrated, not, Radeon 680M, dedicated, solely dedicated. Well, this particular machine is just that. It is a Ryzen 9 5900 with 32 gigs of RAM and a 512 NVMe because they didn't have the terabyte one that I would have preferred, and a Radeon RX 6600M as their mobile GPU, dedicated GPU with 8 gigs of VRAM. So this is replacing my dedicated tower that I ironically had recently upgraded the GPU on. So let's get into the unboxing, shall we? So for those that don't know, at least for me, I can't speak for anybody else who may or may not have ordered these particular machines. This came from China, so take that with a grain of salt. You will or will not like that. That is totally your prerogative. Blah 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 blah. So let's get in the box and see what it looks like. Right in the front. Alright, so the box is a little dinged up as far as the outside. What about the inside? Now, there's the box. The box of the box. So, don't know if you guys can actually see that. Somebody just messaged me. There's your system specs. I do like the box. So the actual name of this is the Neptune HX90g. And I've never actually bought anything from Minisforums because they have never really had anything that really interested me. This, however, kind of was the exception to that. So, or if my camera will stay. There we go. So, this is supposed to be a fairly thick mini PC, and I can't really say it is or isn't. I do like the actual design of the box, though. Don't remove the CPU cooler yourself. Blah, blah, blah. Instruction booklet. So actually, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. So, general size. I will give them credit that it's actually padded fairly well considering the condition of the outside of the other box. So, this is actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Water bottle in comparison. This is probably about half the height of a Xbox Series X, give or take. I do like the branding on it. I do like the actual design of the unit. Some rubber feet there. So let's see. You got your power button. Looks like USB-C. Headphone, microphone jacks, and a USB 3.0, probably 3.1. Give or take. Nothing. Lots of cooling for this thing because they crammed a dedicated GPU in it. Power. Looks like DisplayPort, HDMI, USB-C, 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 and thing I liked, hardwire, and then you have your power adapter. And that's pretty much it. Now, I know there is ways to actually get into this and upgrade it and all the other stuff. I went with the higher end one because I didn't want to deal with the headaches of upgrading it. So there's the actual machine. There's other stuff still in the box. So that's it. So they do give you looks like a vertical stand, I believe. Looks like a vertical stand. Your typical power connector. There's that. And then there's your power brick. So I would say the power brick is about the size. What are we looking at for wattage? Supposedly 100, 240, 262 watt for that, supposedly. So there you go. I would say that's about a little bit bigger than my Asus Tough book. And then it actually ships with HDMI cable. So they actually get you ready and going. Now, I already have hardware I can actually use this with, as far as like mouse, keyboard, all that jazz. So there you go. That's the unboxing for the Minisforum Neptune HX90g. So just a quick reminder that content like this is brought to you by DigitalOcean and Bitwarden. You can go to tuxdigital.com/sponsors to find all the great information about our sponsors. Great sponsors like DigitalOcean, who will give you a $100 free credit for signing up. And Bitwarden, which is a fantastic open source password manager. And if you decide to support them by paying $10 a year for a fantastic product, you get things like 1 gig of encrypted file storage and so much more. Easily the best password manager on the market. So I will catch you guys on the next one.